I well. Oh, where did I put my fucking cell phone? I'll find that fucker. Oh, that's what we got. Find the darn thing. Oh, there it is. All right, let's put on some music so we can meditate and get some good vibes going. So we can send love to wherever we want. I've been trying to send love to Pahrump and to people who need it. So let's put on some meditational music. I just got done with my shower, so. Good. All right. Music. All right. Hi, John. Oh, you have a hilarious song for me. It's basically. Oh, I like that. Okay. I'll be excited. That sounds really good. I can't wait. How's my eyebrows look? I got them done last Wednesday. And tomorrow I get my hair done. I just got a call from the lady. I'm like, you thank God. Oh, I've been trying to hide it underneath. See, it's like I have really dark brown hair like my daddy. So, this is unusual music. Oh, I can't wait, John. I'm trying to charge up stuff here. All right, let me. Okay, let me hear it. I'm having a hard time charging my one thing, so let me quickly listen to it. I'll be right back. I got to get my earplugs. I had to plug them in where I work at. I work with a mean girl who listens to country. She's really not nice, a very mean person. So it sounds like that's ocean. That's scary sounding. I don't know. Let me look it up here. Okay, it's called. I can't play it on here because I get spanked by YouTube. Okay. Thank you. This is just my night clothes. I'm, hanging out in my night shirt. It's Vicky's secret, but all right. I got put this on real quick. All right. Let me see. So anyway, I had a friend tell me, they said, because I complained about somebody saying I was too nice. This is a while back. Um, well, what happened is, oh, I want to see. Oh, I got to charge the main thing. That was really neat. It's right up my alley. So they must know my music. Oh. So I downloaded it. It's really neat. But I know a person at work would hate this music. Ooh, yeah. I only drink, I'm going to have a little bit of nipper. Ooh, have good breath. I like it. I like it. And I can't play it out here. I get, I like it. Thank you. Oh, God, I had a long day. Ooh. Anyway, I have learned that my cohorts that I work with have tried to get me where I would get angry and start yelling negative shit. And I just put my headphones in and let them do whatever. I've come to the point that I'm not going to, here we go. I'm not going to get into their stuff, but I'm like, you know, to that point, like, I treat the two people I work with like my daughter when she was 15. And that has made our life a lot better because when she was 15, I didn't really say much. I know it sounds weird. She went to daddy for everything. And when she was in her 19, 20, 21, she came to me. So it changed. But when my daughter was 15, she was more uh, she could deal better with the male form for some reason. So that's how I treat these two people. They do better with the male form. They do better with all that, and I treat them like 15-year-olds. I really do. And this one person listens to country music, 8 fucking hours of country music. It's horrible. I still have nightmares of country music when I worked over at the I couldn't even wear earplugs over at yeah, I worked at a bar that only played country music, and the reason why is they wanted people to change the music from their jukebox. So you would change it to whatever song. So I spent like one time I said, look, I'm going to make a deal with you. I can't deal with this country music. Change it for 2 hours. I'll stay longer for 2 hours. I can't deal with this music anymore. I've heard every song 10 to 20 times. I'm done. So she changed it to rock and roll just so I would stay 2 hours. That's how much I hate the country music and being made to listen to it at work to somebody who has no respect for anybody. And just treats people very badly. Oof. Ooh, we need to do our meditation. Oh yeah. And that song that I was meditating to, ooh, not good. No. What's this one? Ocean sounded crappy. This sounds a little bit better. Yeah, one of my friends said, "You're not mean and conceited." And I go, "Excuse me? I was never mean and conceited." He goes, "No, but most women who are beautiful are mean and conceited." And I go, "Yes, they usually are because they get what they want. But the difference is I've been pretty for a very long time, and I don't try to use it to do evil things or be mean. It's just not my thing. I'm not evil and conceited. I'm a nice person. But boy, this past 4 months has been the hell of my time. I really, really wish, and I'm going to be honest. I love my job and I love the people there. There's just two people there that are absolutely, in my mind, I went to meditate and I said, God, could you tell me what these people would represent to me in my life? Are they good? Are they, you know what I mean? When you meditate, I seen them as a big snake and little snake. So now I just call them the snakes. They're just like, so I came home, took a shower. You know, I put my hair, you know, try to keep it as clean as possible. So there's only this much out. So I washed that and everything else seems pretty good. Oh my God. What childish, their lower vibrations, their child, and things that they were saying about me was not very nice. And I actually have somebody who heard it. So I'm going to be talking to them. Oh, Lord. So let's meditate. It's going to be a fast meditation. We're going to get our ball of light of our favorite color we're going to work with. We always have strange military or aircraft that fly over here. In fact, a lot of them have lasers on them. We were watching at my work. We had people taking videos of this, and there was aircraft, and you could see lasers coming out of them like they were fighting, and it was really neat. And I think it was from Area 51. We're just we're like next door neighbors, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. It was my one manager going, "Hey, check this out." And I'm like, "Really? It's out there?" Yeah. Sure enough, we were watching on our lunch break. Yeah. So, yeah, there is stuff out here. My dad used to swear, he goes, "Watch, I'll come outside and there'll be a UFO." Sure as shit, Shinola. He walked out, and it was in 15 minutes later, a UFO came out of cloaking. And I said, "Jesus Christ, who are you, Dad?" But there's a lot out here, really. So we'll start our meditation. My dad loved UFOs, followed him. If you were a UFOian, you'd want to hang out with my dad. A lot of his friends, you know, thought he was unique. So, yeah. So we're going to meditate and send love to where we want it to go. You can send it to a place. You can send it to a person who's in the hospital and they need love. You can send it to so many places. Love is a wonderful thing to send. They just don't want your anger. No anger, just love. So, exactly. Yes, they are top secret aircraft. My dad worked at one in California, and they had asked him more or less how many people in his family were intuitive, and he said, "Well, everybody pretty much, excluding my wife." And they were like, they had a feeling that because of my family being so intuitive, he got out of that program and he went somewhere else. Yeah, they actually felt that there was, you know, the government is weird. They actually asked him that. I was like, wow. So he was telling my, you know, family where he worked, and yeah, it's right out in the open. If you're going to hide anything, do it right where everyone can see. God, I need to get my eye things. Well, anyway, let's meditate real quick, and then we can talk about my weekend. Well, there's not much going on, but you know. I'm getting closer to getting my clothes out of the other storage unit that I ended up buying for, I think, $8,000, because Psychopants didn't want the big one because it wouldn't look too good. Well, fuck, our whole yard looks like Sanford and Son. I don't think it's going to make a difference if it's 5 feet bigger. Yeah. Anything to do with, yeah, let's happy and meditate. Real quick, we're going to get the ball of colored light that is of your favorite color. Mine will be purple. Yours will be whatever color you want. And it's going to go on to our feet and legs and relax our feet and our legs and our upper thighs. And it's going to relax our stomach, our back, our arms, our hands, and our chest, our neck. And then it will tether itself and it'll jump off and it'll go down into the earth. It will anchor itself, go way deep, deep down into the earth, and then it will pull up all that mother love and it will suck it up and it will feed it through her feet, our lower legs, our upper thighs, our chest, our back, our arms, our hands, our neck, and it goes all the way up and then it spews out. And then we can send it to where we want it. We can send it to people and stuff. You can think of certain people and say, I want to send this to Pahrump. I want everyone loved and happy, even the evil ones, lower vibrational people is what I call them. And then you pull it back into here, and we're going to bring it to our heart, and we're going to say 3 ums. All right, so and each time you finish your you feel a higher vibration. So higher vibration. Okay. Higher vibration. Higher vibration. At the count of 3, you're going to wake up and feel refreshed. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Yeah, there's. So anyway, the sequel's here. I got it here. We got the white version, you know. My ex is like, this house is worth over 300,000, and I'm like, no. That's if everything was fixed and looks good. It's worth about 120. And no, it's not. I go, if you have everything, it's worth 120. I've never heard of the sequel of Sanford and Son. I remember watching. My grandma loved Sanford and Son, and we watched the Jeffersons, and I loved the Jeffersons. It was nothing like how my friends' kids, how they lived. It was like, you would take off your shoes, and my one friend would go, "Oh no, if we don't do that, my mom gets the spoon." And I'm like, "What's the spoon?" Well, it's this big wooden spoon my friends' kids had, and it had holes in it. And she go, "I'll whack you too." And I go, "I'll be good." But no. Apparently, it is nothing like what they showed on TV. Oh yeah, it does. It does make the difference. And also, they're just finding out, which my family, we would always talk about this, about using vibrations to move stuff. So my dad, being the smart ass, this is back in the 70s, he had these big woofer things, and he's like, fuck, let's try to move stuff with sound. So my dad did. He moved it with sound. I don't know what it was, but it was something that they were just, him and his college buddies were moving shit with sound. It was this big woofer thing. My dad was in college, and I remember him doing some of his experiments. They were pretty cool. You can move shit with sound. You can move it. And sound was amazing because I've seen my dad do all this stuff when he was in college. I was a kid, and you could put like on a woofer or whatever, it'll make designs. It's really fucking cool. You could do art shit with sound. I know it is. I seen it as a kid. I was like thinking now as an adult, I'm thinking, wouldn't that be cool to make sound art? That would be like sound art. Get it? Sound art. I always thought of doing that, but I want to go to the Dirty Show, and I have an idea what I want to do. I just got to get the stuff together and time and spend time doing what I want to do. Yeah, in January, I will just start off with that, and I will go for next year's January show for the Dirty Show. It's really an amazing show. I seen a guy paint with his penis. I was like, damn, some people can't paint that good with a brush. It was amazing. I and seen a lot of neat things. The Dirty Show is pretty good. Actually, what they're talking about is, and the guy who built this stone garden over in Florida. Are you familiar with that? Where he had used the old technology of the sound art, and it's in a box. It was a box about this big, and it went on a little tripod, and he used that. He would tell people, "Oh yeah, just go over there. I'll move everything." And it was one guy, one little short little dude, who was moving all this shit, and they're and when one of the door things, it was like a round door that broke. They had to bring in heavy equipment that never was brought in there over at the Stone Garden over in Florida that this guy built on his own. What did he use? What was his magic? I'm telling you, he used sound to do that. It just wasn't a big, it was a box only. They were saying this is on, what show was it? Ancient Aliens were talking about it. And my dad and I were talking about it years before about that stone garden. We were going, how in the hell did that guy build just beautiful, beautiful stone garden? He fell in love with a woman, and he had um, unreturned love. So he built this beautiful place, and they said they can't reduplicate how he did it because they had to bring huge machinery to fix one of the doors. Coral Castle, yes, yes. I always wanted to go there because it's just so near the sea, and I've been away from the sea for so long. This mermaid is getting too dry to the gills. I'm too dry. I'm like, oh, can't deal with this. I miss my sea. It'd be a awesome vacation for me. They always show this where there's these they'll have like these huts in the sea, and then they have a place where you just walk out and you can go on the you can easily head back into you open the door in your hut, and there's the water. It's right there. You just jump right in. I'm like, shit, that's what I want. I don't know. I jump in. I'm ready to go. Bye. And that's what I'm talking about, a vacation. Man, I've been seeing that in my head for a while. But yeah, I'm I I've been working a lot, and I just haven't thought of getting out. But the Coral Castle is right up my alley. And it's something somebody built where I think that they use sound vibrations. And I think it's where it's a vibration where it maybe it's more of a bass or a lower one where you can't hear it because you would think that other people could hear it. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering in what decibel are they using it, and how big of a machine would they need to use? Because the guy had pictures when he was building the Coral Castle, and they said this is on Ancient Aliens. Look at, he's got this thing there, and it's like a tripod. And they talked about Coral Castle in great depth. When he died, that certain mechanism disappeared, just gone. Yeah, it was very cool. I liked it. That was a real good thing on Ancient Aliens. Amazing energy. Here in Pahrump, if you want amazing energy, I haven't had time to go to, or is over at the Ash Meadows. I love going there and walking around and smoking my weed and getting high and meditating. There's this one place that's my favorite. I would go there. But I go to check out things, and I'm like a member, because I pay each, every year. It is amazing energy. So water is a good energy. I do have a pool, and it's another good energy to have when it's clean, but I have a pool. It's a saltwater pool, and that is better on your skin. Your skin is really soft from swimming in salt water. You have to buy a certain thing that you put in the water, and you put salt in, and it changes into chlorine type thing, but it's really good on your eyes. It doesn't give you red eye and all that. My son spent the money on the part, and it was like, I think, $500. It's expensive to get salt water. He was like, oh no, I want salt water. I don't pay any rent. I'm going to buy it. So he bought it. So there. Oh, it is awesome. Oh, yeah, it's awesome on your skin, and zits, if you have any little zit after a couple days of just swimming, your zits just dry up and they're not even there. Got the softest skin. You have baby soft skin, and it doesn't do well. My hair turns green with salt water faster than the chlorine because it's blonde, so I have to buy a special shampoo unless I want to be with green hair. I love that. Oh, I know. I miss that. I miss my pool. I didn't have enough money to really have a pool this year. So next year, I'm hoping to have a pool. I paid off a big bill, so I will have my money freed up for other things. And tomorrow, I'm getting my hair done. Yay! Oh, I'll be blonde again. Yes. So that's where I'm at with that. But vibrations are really good. And I tell people, if you have a favorite place to go to and it's close by, go to it. Yes, it is exciting. I remember as a kid thinking, wow, it's making, different like shapes. And some of it even looked like um, snowflakes. It was really weird, because he was putting it on a woofer thing and he was making it do all kinds of stuff. It's like, wow, Dad, this is really neat. It was better than having Mr. Science. My dad was like, oh, let's try this. Yeah, and then he messed with my nail polish. I had a nail polish dryer, and it had like a weak motor. So I complained to my dad, and my dad goes, "I'll put a bigger motor in." So he puts in a bigger motor, and yeah, I had to put my foot on the thing because it would fly off and pull itself off the being plugged in. So I'd have to, and then to dry my nails. My dad's like, "Oh, that's a bit much." I go, "Yeah, Dad, you made it a bit too powerful." It was really so I wouldn't tell my friends and let them use it. Yeah, it was one of those free ones you get, like, when you order, like, when older people would order vitamins and stuff. Here's a free, nail dryer, and I'm thinking, oh, this is cool. Oh, it's crappy. It doesn't even really work. I could do better this way. My dad's like, let me fix that. Couldn't even hold it in the plug unit. But anyway, what I find out from meditating, I can deal with lower energy people a lot easier. I just kind of think, well, I'll listen to my headphones and I'll ignore them. And that's the only thing I can do. Um, and then just hope that they one day go away. So, yeah. It's been a trying 4 months, and, yeah. Yeah, salt water is great. I miss my pool, and it's wintertime, I'm not gonna be jumping into that pool. It's really cold. I would love to do out of body. I probably have done it and just don't realize I did it. It's been a long time since I did anything comparable to it, but I have never remembered doing out of body. Um, I would love to try it. There's a lot of meditations for that. I don't have no idea what meditations to use. My dad was always traveling out of body, and I made a rule that he couldn't scare the shit out of us because he's done it before where he has we would hear I was staying at my mom's mother's house, her house, and we heard my dad yell um, my mom's name and call for her. And he was in California and we were in Kansas and we were hearing all this. I'm like, oh boy. Mm. My grandfather was a preacher, a badass Baptist preacher. And that is even one thing that kind of freaked him out. He couldn't explain that. He didn't, I didn't really deal with my mom's grandmother. She was not very nice to me. So I only seen her once. And then when I was 18, she sent me a bunch of dresses meant for a 12-year-old. Ah, wow, that sounds amazing though. Because if you could do that, that's pretty good, you know. Yeah. So you felt numb at the same time. So it's mainly like your thoughts, if you wanted to do that, God, I wonder if two people wanted to meet each other and they go, "Hey, let's go out of body and meet each other." I'm just putting it out there. But if you could go out of body, where would you go, John? Huh? Uh, Trust me. Heaven, I used to visit my grandmother. I don't know if it was heaven, but I used to visit not as a kid, but as an adult. That's where I visit my family was in heaven. And I would have to go over the sea. Really, I'd have to travel, swim through the sea in my dream to get to my grandparents to visit them. And for the last couple times, I have not been able to go and visit my grandparents. And I think either something big's about to happen or something unusual. Because for years, I'd visit my grandma and she was teaching class. I'm wondering too. I should ask Devin, my son. Hey, Dev, you remember anything? My kids are very intuitive, so I've been very open with that with them, and they would come and tell me, "Hey, yeah, this and this happened to me," and you'd hear that. I don't think no, I my son and I were talking about that too. I should bring that up with him. Uh, Infants do experience a lot. I think that they can see like spirits, like, how you hear about grandma visiting grandma's passed away, but she's visiting your kid, your mom is visiting her grandkid. You ever see and the like will be it'll look like their mom, visiting, the grandkid. And then the kid's like, hey, it's grandma, not thinking it's a spirit or whatever. Think about that. I mean, there's videos all on YouTube and all over about that. It's amazing. Hi, Terry. You probably were interacting with a spirit. Yeah. It could be your guardian angel too. You could have been reacting with your guardian angel. We have them around. I do believe in that. I do pray to angels every single day. Oh yeah, I believe I'm dealing with the two snakes. I need to pray a lot. So let me show you the angel book that I do use. And And then my one boyfriend's like, you didn't have these file cabinets here? Yeah, I've had them here for years. I use this angel book. It's a well-written book. It shows how to say some of the words, it has also the signias. You could make copies of these signias of angels and you could put them as protection. You got Michael, Ezekiel, all the good ones, Raphael. I mean, they pretty much put a lot of good stuff in here. You can put this as tattoos for protection too. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I want to. Uh, oh, I know. This is the strangest life I've ever had. I swear it has. It's just strange. You know, I want my next tattoo. I want to get of Michael. I want to get Michael and Gabriel on one on each like arm or somewhere for protection. Shoot. Oh God. Oh, the lower frequency people or vibration people, the lower vibration people are just kicking my ass. So about a month ago, I was I was sitting here, just happened to be watching a shadow figure in the back of my RV. Apparently, somebody from work sent me a shadow figure, but when I meditated and asked, "Hey, what's this shadow figure's deal?" Apparently, I named the person who sent it, so I sent it back to where it came from. Mm. They obviously didn't know how to give it directions, so I gave it directions and asked God to make sure it gets God and archangels that it gets to where it should go, and that God can figure out what it should do to that person. Yeah, I just figured let God take care of the dark entity. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, you send me something, I send it back with angels, archangels, and I have God figuring out what the dark entity could do. Because I didn't want to be there to when you're dealing with dark magic, you it's very bad, so you have to have the angels and God deal with it, because she sent me something really dark and didn't give it instructions, thankfully. I didn't know how. Well, anyway, I sent it back with the angel power and God, and I called it a day. You want to play with me, I can play back. I play a little bit better, and trust me, I play with angels. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, I'm just like so glad to get rid of what was in my RV and to find out who did it. It actually named the person who sent them. They were very, yeah, it's this person. And I'm like, wow. Oh. And that person had actually said to everyone that they are a witch and not a good witch, not a friendly. Oh, yeah. She's not a good witch at all. So I'm like, whoa, you're dealing with dark magic. Whoa, boy. So, yeah. So I feel that I do pray a lot, and I know the prayers by heart. So yeah. That is beautiful. May we meet them with transforming love. That is beautiful. Yes. I like that. Yeah. Yes, we should all celebrate, send love. It's hard when people make fun of you and stuff, and you're like, okay, all right, I'm being made fun of. I'll put on my headphones. Even though if I did the same thing, I would have been brought into the office and yelled at. But I'm being treated by two people at work, and they're making racial jokes about me and other stuff. And it's just like, look, I'm whatever. I'm not gonna, like my dad would say, get your work done. Don't talk to them. And just, he says, people like that, after a while, they'll either find another job somewhere else, or they'll wear out their welcome where they're at, and get fired. So I'm hoping for them to just leave. That's what I've been hoping for. Yeah. Well, I think that they want to get me where I'm angry and go, oh, I'm a white person and I expect, no. I'm like, fuck that. They can say all the crap they want to. They can call me. I've been called every name in the book. The one guy, he came into work and went crazy and just called me every name in the book. So, exactly. I'm just like, they can say all they want. As far as I'm concerned, my theory is this: I'm not going to say a thing. I just hope that management could say something. They actually included somebody who was like, yeah, well, that's not too funny. So, uh, look, yeah, yeah, it's evil. They are evil. Oh, yes, they are evil. They are evil. Oh my God. When I went, because I'm intuitive, and um a lot of my stuff got dampered down when I was married. When I got divorced, I started to rediscover myself and rediscover my, I guess you would say, uh, I would say, my intuitive became more so. I became more intuitive. I was driving the bigger snake home one day, and that was the last time I'll be in a car with that thing ever again. I haven't had this happen, and I'll tell you why. It's a long story. What happened was, I I was near her street, and I stopped at a stop sign, and I got pictures in my head, like snap pictures, how you would take pictures with your phone. Well, it's the same thing, but for me, I could feel what was in the pictures. I could feel what was going on. And it wasn't me, it was the person I was driving. And then you could see her in different relationships, and going at bananas breakneck speed fast. Like, they would fall in love, and then it would be a horrible ending. Like, a lot of argument, fighting, and each time this person was in a relationship and the relationship would end, it would end horrifically, like fighting, and police being called, and bad things. She had three really big relationships that turned out like shit. This was her fourth relationship, and what happened was, I knew who it was with, and I found out their name, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, to make a long story short, I realized I got my intuitive back, where I could get people, if they're thinking hard enough, I could get what they're thinking about and get pictures in. She had an idea of if the relationship she was in wasn't going to work out, she was going to, what's the word? If I can't have you, no one can have you type attitude. And that scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, I can't say nothing to anybody. I can't tell somebody that this person's an evil cunt from hell. There's no way to put that. This person's so evil that, so I quit talking to him. I'm like, I'm like not knowing how to deal with all this feeling that I haven't had this feeling since I was 19. The reason why is because my family, there's binding. You ever heard of when you bind when you bind a magical, intuitive person, there's more than what they show on TV, a whole lot more. My family marriage bound me. Marriage binding, you have to do with a grandparent of my father's family, my grandma, and my dad. Marriage bound me. That means if I were to have relations with this son of a bitch, my powers were so to be dampered again. If I were to get married to him again, it would be, what happened was this. I had a dream many years ago. I was living in Michigan. I wrote down the numbers. I played them and I won $150. I opened my big mouth and told my ex, and he thought, easy money, psychic person. Hey, oh my God. That's when my family bound me. I I had very limited amount of psychic ability. I don't know how they did it. I don't know in what way, but it came back in full force when this person I was driving home, I got enough shit in my head that scared me. I went home and I'm like, oh fuck. I can't tell no one. They'll all think I'm a nutbag. This person plans on hurting somebody down the road. I don't know when, but maybe I can pray for this person that nothing bad will happen because I can't stop it. And I don't want to look like so I did a lot of praying. That's about it. And I don't have candles in here because I live in a fucking tinderbox. Exactly. That's all I did. I actually prayed for that person's ancestors to protect him. I actually prayed for that person's ancestors. I asked for their ancestors and to protect him because this person was so evil and they kept going, isn't that person nice? No, I drove and I got enough in my head to realize that every single relationship this person had ended up more and more and more violent each time their relationship hit the skids. And every relationship with that person will hit the skids. It's sad, but I didn't know what to. I was so kind of pissed because I'm like, how can someone so nice like someone so fucking evil? And then I said, hold it, look at me. I married a troll. 32 years. 32 years. Oh yeah, very jealous. Trolls could be at any size. Very, very jealous. And when you deal with that, and they do not want to let go of you, they don't. It took what and normally should have taken 2 weeks to get divorced. It took 7 months. It took from January to July 19th of 2022 to get divorced. I've been divorced for well over a year. It cost me over 10 grand because it was $800 a month plus filing fees. So just add that up. Doesn't take much. Yeah. So I did a lot of praying. Oh, yeah. I sat and I knew the person was close by to where I live. And I was up one day It was Thursday, and I usually go to bed about 7, 8 o'clock. It was 9:30, and I'm like, why am I still up? That's odd. I smoked a bunch of weed. I should be sleeping. I was kind of like perturbed. And then I hear shots fired, 3 of them. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going, oh shit. I know who that is. I went to the ground and I just prayed. I prayed for this person that whatever was happening, that they would be saved and they'd be okay. I prayed that she didn't get what she wanted, which was, if I can't have them, nobody can have them type attitude, which is very wrong. And then after 3 shots and another shot came out, and I just prayed, and I felt that person was okay, and I knew things were moving along, and I would hope that that person stays away from that evil person. I really, really do. Both these people are that I'm dealing with are snakes, and that's how God showed it to me when I meditated. What are these people? I wanted to know, especially after driving in a car with somebody that was so angry at a person that all I could see was a gun. And I'm like, at first I'm like, oh, I see it. I looked over, oh shit. It's really weird, and it hasn't happened. Like something like that used to happen to me all the time, and I took it as that. But when you haven't had that for a while, and you're sitting next to someone who's crazier than, yeah. So it's hard to deal with somebody. All you could do is pray for them, because people will sit there and go, "You're nuts. Go, go." And that's how I usually deal with people. Oh, yeah. I'm just waiting for their little egos, but, it's like headphones are wonderful. Oh, yeah. Especially since this is something my dad and I used to joke about. Um, People who listen to too much country are, what was it? Are, because we had, I knew a woman who just loved country, but if you didn't like it, she would change the channel to a rock station. She had no problem. She was easy to deal with. Of course, my dad paid her, so it was kind of like, you know. But people who are not pleasant to work with, who are very mean and evil, who only want to listen to country, I think they're mentally inept. I just do. If you're not a pleasant person to work with and you don't want to listen to what everyone else was, I'm so tired of 8 hours of country music. And it's the same 10 songs they play and they just regurgitate it. Oh, I hope so too. Yeah. Well, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Whew, I had enough dealing with. I I could get it if, how can I say this? If the person was really pretty, like you go, oh man, kind of looks like my ex brother-in-law who go into drag, kind of like that, except you're like, wow, very mean, very, very evil. They go on one end. Thankfully, they put me on another end because I love it that way. Leave the evil ones over there, and I'll be over here. Evil, nice. Evil, nice. That's how I put it. I'm like, stay away from me. I look at her and I think, yeah, you're Slytherin. You're Slytherin. I know it. You're Slytherin. Because, god dang, not a good witch or warlock came from Slytherin. Oh, God. It was quite funny though. Um, I'm realizing they they take long cigarette breaks. Like they're gone, and I'm like, wow, I'm the only one here. I was the only one in the room doing my work, and the two snakes left to do their cigarette smoking for God knows how long. It's like, god dang, I like it then, you know. It's really I'm working, yeah, yeah. But I try to keep it, I listen to my music and I go, you know what? At least I have headphones. I could have forgotten them. I almost did. Oh God. Oh God. Every day when I see and I have this prayer that this a therapist would in Hawaii. He never seen any of his patients. He had a full picture of them. He would open up the picture of them, read their file, and he would say, he would look at them, and this is from Hawaiian custom. He would meditate a half an hour, 15 minutes, I think. It was like he would meditate, and he would say this: I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Over and over of this picture. And these people would become healed from just him saying that. So I thought of, well, shit. I would look at that person that's evil to me and I go, I'm sorry. And I say it over and over in my head, about 3 times when I first meet them, in the morning, because I think they need some prayer. And I see nothing happen with the two meanies, so I just quit doing that, and I do it to people who I felt that needed it. The person that I felt that was dealing with the mean evil snake, I prayed a lot for him. I said, I'm sorry, person. Thank you very much. And I would pray over and over because I felt that they should see this person what they were. Because the one day I got in trouble, what happened was this: she came up to my table, we were to work together, and the person, I was doing my thing, I was humming, do, 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 do. And they asked, what did I do this weekend? I worked. And she stood and said, you're not talking very much. I go, we got stuff to do. We got 2 tables, and I'm sitting there. Hey, we got stuff to do. I was feeling in the mood of thinking and working, doing that. And this person had no, went and told on, lied about me, saying I didn't welcome her to the table. What was I supposed to have? Lights and a flashing thing going, hey, come here. Woo, woo. We're going to do the table. No, we're adults. And I got in trouble. Real trouble. I'm like, damn, she lied. I'm like, what the hell? And that's when the trouble really started. And I still prayed hard. It just was really hard when you're crying. It's like I went home crying so many times because of this person. So I decided, when I was talking to my metaphysical therapist said, you know what? Even bad people need love. Even people who are evil need love. You just send love to them and maybe it will get better. So I started doing that and it started getting a little bit better, but she was still causing a lot of problems in my life. So I decided to do the meditation to send love up into prompt made a better difference. So that's where I'm at with that. That's why I do that, is because I want to send it to everybody. And I'm hoping that this person will not be mean to me tomorrow. But that's like, yeah. But all I can do is pray and wish. So that's where I'm at with that. I have been so tired. I really wanted the weekend off. So instead of going on Saturday, I just slept in and was lazy and yeah, you know, pretty much just hung out here. Okay, I could have done a lot more, but I was just watching all the Christmas movies on not the Hallmark channel, it was the Lifetime channel. I was like, woohoo! I'm watching Christmas. Yeah, I pretty much, and I got my tree all done. Well, it's not done. I still have to buy the ornaments, but I bought the tree a couple years ago. I did put it up last year, but I had it the year before, and it was only $70. It was pretty good. Yes, it is. Sometimes it's harder to love other people. You want to kick their ass. The only way I ever kick people's ass is if they come after me. They come after me and I need to protect myself. That's a whole different story. And I still call for my angels. Oh yeah. They're my my other helpers, and they are amazing. So I got an angel story. What happened is, a long time ago, I called on Michael and he came. Oh, yes. And I really do. That's what started, where my ex goes, there was really, yes. And in Detroit, there is a town that is dead, and the buildings are still there. You could still drive through there, and they have painted angels all over this thing, just painted angels, right? So we're driving, and I tell my ex, I don't really feel like driving there, let's just take the longer way. No, 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 we got to take the shortcut. No, 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 no. I kept telling him not to, and we argued, and he got his way as always. And as we drove, and there's this like small little bridge, and then you go over the bridge, and you're through to a different part of Detroit. So we're all, the car dies, and I'm like, well, start it. It's not starting. And he said he looked in the rear view mirror and he sees this dark, dark shadow. It's dark and it's coming closer. And he goes, there's something dark. I see it. I said, I see what's there. So I yell, Michael, 3 times. And I said, come and help us, get our car started. And suddenly on the roof, you can hear something go. And I go, start the car, start the car. He starts, boom. I'm like, go, go, go. And we go, and we just, it like lurches over, and we're just going, and we're leaving. And I'm like, yeah. And then I said, we go drive, we're not driving through here ever again for a while. It took him 2 years to drive through there because whatever he's seen that was in the rearview mirror when we were leaving shocked him. To this day, he never said anything. I don't know if he's seen anything, but he didn't go through that small little town for 2 years, or was it a year and a half? It was over a year. Whatever he's seen, and I told him, don't go through there. So yeah, it's an how can I say? I think it's an evil town that just died on its own, and evil moved in. But it's near the, I think, the fortress of I think it's Dearborn Fortress or something like that over in Detroit that they have, and it's just a lot of bad things happened there. A lot of people died, so I'm sure there's been. But yeah, I'm yelling. I yelled for Michael. He started my car. We got go. Yeah, I wouldn't have even put myself into that position to where I would be in a position where I'm like, like that. But yeah, I remember yelling for Michael 3 times and start the car, start it, yes. He hit out. That was the scariest thing, and that was a dead thing or an evil thing that you just didn't know what it was. I mean, it could have been just like a spirit that wanted to be noticed or something worse. I don't know, but my ex didn't drive through there for almost 2 years. And yeah, I was like, see, I told you not to go there. You dumb normals is what I call it. People who aren't psychic or have intuitivity. My son, I call them normals because a lot of them, it's not, I believe everybody has some psychic intuitive. You know how you feel that if you take a certain road, it will be a better trip than the other road that you normally take. So you take that certain road and you find out later that they had to block off the other road and the road you took was the right road. And you're going, wow, I went what was it? My grandma and I used to play a game when we go out to eat, and one time we went out somewhere and my ex mother-in-law was with us, and I go, oh, they don't have my I knew that they were out of something, and my ex mother-in-law checked out. She goes, how do you know they were out of that? You never been here? I go, no. She goes, how do you know? Oh, I just had a feeling. I said, you know how you have the things with the cross or whatever? I said, I seen that. And she goes, what do you mean? It's not on there. No, but I seen it in my mind's eye and I knew it wasn't there. It was just saying it wasn't there. And she goes, really? And a lot of those things are happening now. And it's really hard for me to deal with. I can't call my grandma and I can't talk to my dad about it. So I'm kind of dealing with all this stuff alone. And I'm going, oh, God, this sucks, But at least I'm still, at least I knew how someone was beforehand. I will never drive that person ever again. I'd feel in danger if I did because I don't think that they're right mentally at all. Yeah, I think they did a lot of bad things and oh God, and I ate some of her food and it had, oh my God, it had stuff in it. And I wasn't alone. Oh geez. So anyway, I hope everyone done their Christmas shopping. I need to do some Christmas cards and I think I'll go and I have certain presents to give to people, but how do you give, how can I say this? Maybe I'll just wrap it. No, I don't got no wrapping paper. My wrapping paper is in storage. Well, I am entitled to defend myself. So if anything ever happens, I will defend myself. I will never start a fight. I never have, but I've had, like my friend said, wow, you could keep not it's only meant if you're being attacked. And that's how I feel about it. No, I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. It's just not one of them things. It just unless I have to. You know what I mean? I had a guy yell at me 2 inches from my thing. I'm like, you're not worth it. Too much drama. So that's how I felt. It's so cool. Manager would leave and the guy would go crazy. Every time the manager left, the guy went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So, but I still, I'm hoping for the best. So we've gone over an hour. This has been really amazing talking. So I have to let my stuff drip because if I don't, I won't have water. It'll freeze up. So this has been pretty good. I'm excited to get my hair done tomorrow. Woo! Instead of Thursday, I'll be all ready. Woo-hoo. I'll be blonde again. So Anyway, you got any suggestions for anything you want to talk about? Senior Psychopants is back. I was so happy to take a shower without my ex being home. He has left. He left for a couple hours, thankfully. Ugh, I hate going in there, but it's like I have my stuff still in there in the main house. I just I wish I, you know, had better credit and would able to get what I needed, which is the house. So, but it's slowly happening. Everything's slowly happening. That's all. But I seen what that person was so many months ago, and they are. Let's just put it this way: they are really bad. They need to get help mentally. They need to talk to a real therapist, not some friend who says that they're a therapist. A real therapist. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, sometimes when you get pictures, like one time I was talking with a friend of mine and I seen an outfit that we both had, and I go, hey, have you wore the weed outfit? And he's like, yeah, I was just thinking about that. I know. I got the image in my head and I'm like and I don't know how to tell people, and I'm not going to say anything. It's like, we're going to just keep that kosher and quiet. But yeah, I seen the evil person, and I quit talking to them. If I quit talking to you, sometimes my one friend was more of he learned his lesson and he was good. But this one and her friend, oh hell, we're talking. They are a witch. They are a bad witch. The Wicked Witch of the West I work with. And that's how I feel. And I'm like thinking of I bought a bracelet that has the cross on it. I thought, shit, maybe I should just wear that too. I'm like, jeez. I just feel like, wow, woo wee. That's a whole lot of evil. Oh my God. And I will never, I'm going to make a new rule. Any new employee, I'll have to wait 6 months before I even drive them anywhere. Sarah's the only one I'll drive. She's got a beautiful, how can I say, I always feel so happy when I'm with her because she's so upbeat, and she doesn't have a bad bone in her body. I'll drive her anywhere. Shoot. The other one, oh, no, 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 no. I have nightmares for weeks. And that's what happened. I had some bad nightmares and bad things happen to me. I don't want to get no close to evil and don't have it in my car. No. So, and that's where I go with evil. So, but as anything else, I'm going to, tomorrow I should be on. I'll be on. Let's see, what time was that? About 6:30. It's a good time for me, and I'll have my hair done by then, so I will look good. Yes, darling. I feel, darling. Look, I'm blonde. I'm all blonde. So I will be the blonde mom again. Yeah, this Wednesday I'll start. I'm like, yay. I'll be a blonde bum. So anyway, everyone have a wonderful evening. Unless it's like, oh yeah, I got it for instead of Thursday, I got it tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm like, it would be blonde again. I'll be blonde. I don't have problems getting dates, but it's like I have problems where I'm like, don't ask me for a date. I already have so many I could deal with. I I'm oh God. need more running shoes. I have no problem. Yeah. But yeah. So I usually now just pray, for the people I care about at my work. And I've been hoping that they get better and that the two snakes leave, Ooh, man, they're just it's really I look real serious and stuff, but a lot of times I'm smiling in the mask, especially if one of the two get in debacles or whatever, and I'm laughing behind the mask. They can't see it, so I keep quiet and I do, just do my work. I'm like thinking, well, I'm just hearing senior psychopants, it takes him forever to leave because he's hoping that I'll like open the door and go, oh, 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 it's must be the next door neighbors. They must be. Okay. I could smell when I go to sleep, when I wake up in the morning around 5 or so, I could smell the next door neighbor, whatever they're cooking. I swear to God. It's like I could smell when they have coffee and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, geez. One time I woke up so hungry because whatever they were cooking smelled real good. So I called up a friend of mine. Hey, you want to go out to eat? Yeah, let's go out to eat. I was hungry. Ugh. Yeah. So I hope. Yeah, I could smell it. It was really a good smelling, like, hot cake kind of breakfast with, it was hot cakes, bacon, eggs. Oh man, that was like my kind of breakfast. I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. I was like, oh, I could smell their coffee. I mean, we're just talking, in my coffin where I sleep in. It's not a coffin, but it's a small bed. My bed in that main house is really nice. It's Broyhill bed and the whole thing, and the nice bed, and yeah, I get my daughter's old bed to sleep on here so I can have privacy. So senior psychopants who is literally would hang on every word when I would go online, and he would actually go on to the chatting and say all kinds of derogatory stuff. I finally put an end to that going in here. Yeah, bliss. I'll deal with the sleeping problem and all that. Oh, shoot. I got to turn this on. Did that get unplugged? Oh, it got unplugged. My heater got unplugged. It gets so cold in here. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Oh, one of my earthings fell off. I'll have to pick them up again. So I'm going to start on some my friends. Oh, asshole's leaving again. Toodles. Don't come back. I know I shouldn't say that. It's not nice to say. They do need their father. My son has been complaining to me. You know he's drinking a lot. Well, now you know why I divorced him. Now let's quit talking about him. And I don't like to talk about my ex or anything. So I am going to get some stuff done, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at let's see, 5:30. Was it 6:30? 6:30 is a good time. I can get done, even though I have a appointment at 3:30, but I could get set up and stuff and show everyone. I'm so going to be so excited. Oh, you guys are so lovely. I am so happy that you came on, John. Thank you so much. You've been very positive and very enlightening. Please come back again tomorrow. You hear how my day has been with the snakes. Speaking of which, oh, I forgot. Dang. I'm going to bring my blow up boyfriend, and I told the owner of the where I am, I'm bringing my blow up boyfriend. Is it okay to keep him in my car? She said, fine. So I'm bringing my blow up boyfriend Wednesday. I'm going to put a sign on my blow up boyfriend's going to be in the front seat saying, Stefania's blow up boyfriend for rent. And I'll put like some, odd number of money to get from, for my blow up boyfriend. And that's what I'm going to do. I got the okay from the owner, so I won't get written up. So I'm like, yay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stop at my storage unit, and I got to bring scissors because I got to get um my I got to get my the remote controls for Senior Psychopath so I can get my varsity jacket. So that's what I plan on. So tomorrow is going to be a big day. You guys keep a prayer in your pocket and love in your heart. All right. Mwah.